for over 40 years. I've served in my country for 6 years in the United States Marine Corps to protect and fight for those that I love. It is a shame that we can't do the same for our own country, our own countrymen, and that that's right under our noses. The enemy was right here in our own backyard. On December 11th, 2009, my brother was killed by Anaheim PD. Shot in the back multitude of times in the vehicle. That I know this was the fact that he wasn't able to get out of the vehicle because the engine was supposed to fix that vehicle that following weekend. It didn't open. He would have had to climb out and out of the window, or even on the passenger side. Their witnesses are too afraid to come forward, who since they've been boxed in. My brother immediately got out of the car and started quickly shooting right away. They did this before a threat could even arise, and that these officers are still on duty and still killing without remorse. For far too long, we, the American people, have put up with the ever-increasing killings and brutality by police officers and others and other law enforcement agencies across the nation. Today is the day that we must take a stand and take a change and make this by coming together. We need to petition and voice a chance to change the policies and procedures to ensure that they who are responsible are also held accountable for their actions and prosecuted just as we would if the shoe were on the other foot. Because the Constitution of the United States says that the states have the power to protect and to promote public health, safety, morals, and good health and well-being for all of the people. This is called police power, and states may not use it in violation of due process when its use conflicts with the civil rights protection of the courts. Must balance the needs of security against individual rights, because the U.S. Constitution ensures that the person accused of a crime is presumed innocent until guilty, and Anaheim PD has certainly violated that fact. You see that the law states that police officers are forbidden from using excessive force when detaining, arresting, or jailing anyone. And since this is true, then why are they still remaining, or why are they still remaining in the streets and violating this on a continuous basis? Just because you have been suspect or under arrest, regardless, it doesn't give you the right, or anybody the right, to violate certain constitutional rights, or to cause this to fellow officers, or to cause their fellow officers to break their oath that they took to uphold the law and to protect and serve. It seems that they make their own laws, and they only protect and serve one another. And this is happening more and more often, as we the people need to put this to an end.
The Declaration of Independence states that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their lust powers from the consent of the government, that whenever any form of government laying down its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness, prudence, indeed, will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes, and accordingly, all experience has shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer, while evils are sufferable, than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations, pursuing invariably the same object, evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it's our right and duty to throw off such government, and to provide new guards for our future security. Basically, it says, when this happens and nothing changes, it's our right and duty to overthrow such a government and to provide new police officers for our future society. Now, I am here in support of all of these families who have lost a son, a brother, a friend, a husband, a father, because Anaheim PD chooses to keep irresponsible and unprofessional killer cops on the force. I feel their pain, I share their grief, because I too know what it feels like to lose somebody that I love forever. Do you know what it feels like? It feels like a piece of happiness has been taken away from you. It can never be replaced. You need to listen to them. You need to do something about it. We need to stop these killer cops. Stop the violence on the streets from the killer cops. Stop the abuse. And stop the injustices on our streets. I ask for you to listen to them and do something about it and investigate this. Thank you.